Alrighty traders, this is Blake Morrow. You are listening to the week ahead video for May 23rd, 2021. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Now, before I get started, I need to mention to you guys that today is going to be kind of chart heavy. Remember last week, if you watched the last week's week ahead video, I said, I'm kind of unsure and I didn't really have an opinion, which is rare for me not to have an opinion directionally which way I think the market's going to go. Today is a little bit different. I actually have some charts I want to show you, some setups that I think are real and that are taking place and unfolding right in front of us. But before I do that, I need to mention that if you haven't tried ForexAnalytix, it's only $1 for 10 days. And guess what? It's a month-to-month thing. If you don't like it, cancel it. But I think you'll love it because we have a great community. We have a mobile app and you can download it on the App Store, Google Play Store, get notified when support and resistance levels are breached. New analysis comes out, you get it on your phone. You can be in our chat room on your phone. It's really cool. And we're actually updating the app. It's free of charge. Well, not to us. I mean, we're paying for it to be redeveloped, but you guys are going to get it free of charge this fall. So make sure you try it out. We're keeping the technology. We're just upgrading the technology. We're keeping the features. We're just adding features. I was trying to make it a little bit better. So I need to mention that. Also, tradersummit.net. Okay. This is a great website that we've done in conjunction with some other people that gives you go to the breaking views section every morning because you'll get new updates from analysts and technicians and economists and kind of gets you prepared for your trading day. I always wanted to have like one central place to go to get everything that I need analysis wise. Well, come over here to the breaking views section of tradersummit.net. All right. Now, let's talk a little bit about this next week. So this next week, as far as data goes, we have the RBNZ rate decision, which obviously we need to pay kind of close attention to. And I think the market is as well, because if you look at the Kiwi, we are in a triangle consolidation where the breakout is at 73 cents or 71 cents. This is where you have to let the market do the work for you. And I think the RBNZ will have something to do with this. Also, the next week, we have preliminary GDP numbers. We have PCE, which is the Fed's favorite inflation gauge from what everybody says. And we have other things too. We have like German IFO business confidence numbers on Tuesday morning. But really what I'm most concerned with right now is the setups that are coming in the FX market. So let's start with the euro, because the euro I think is the most important. Notice how we are testing and holding the 78% Fibonacci retracement of the entire 2021 range. What's really important is that we had all week to break it and we didn't. That's not to say that we won't break it, but what we're developing here is a wedge. What that means is, is a break above 122.50 is bullish. A break below 121.25 is bearish, because then you'll get a double top here, which will be, extend its way down, and then you'll start getting a retracement, yada, 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 yada. That is a setup that should come to fruition this week. So be on guard. Now, before I go into the next couple currency pairs, guys, if you like these videos, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. Look, it's Saturday. I'm here filming. I'm not at the pool. I'm not with my kids. I'm here with you guys. So I really appreciate it if you like these videos. And so does our team that's doing the editing this weekend and it's posting it on social media. If you like these videos that we do every week for the last, 5 years, please give us a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And so would our team. Also share it on social media if you see it on like LinkedIn or something, or, YouTube, whatever. And comment down below. I miss a lot of stuff. I am only human and I definitely miss things. And so if you see something that you're like, oh, Blake, don't forget, we have pending home sales this week too. Hey, comment down below and say, I'm expecting this and that and the other thing. We'd love to read your comments. Thanks. Okay, going back to the charts. So the cable is another setup. Why? Because, I was monitoring this channel here, but what I'm also monitoring is this wedge. And so what that really means is if we break out of the channel, we should hit new 2021 highs. The flip side is if we break through the lower end of this channel, which is 41 and a quarter, we should trade back to 140. Okay? A really good setup here for those of you that trade sterling. You guys know, for those of you that know me well, I have a very love-hate relationship with the sterling. Sometimes I love her. Sometimes I definitely hate her. All right. And the Aussie. Let's talk about the Aussie. And this isn't the last thing that I'm going to talk about today because I am going into cryptos because what happened this last week was very important. The Aussie dollar. Look, a lot of traders that I talked to have been noting that commodity prices look like they're toppy-ish. So if you look at the Aussie has very much respected the 78 and a quarter and 77 cent range. I think a breakout's looming. And if commodities do pull back a little bit, we start to see a little bit of a retracement in, some prices, whether it's copper, crude oil, lumber, whatever other commodities that have been just ripping. The Aussie might be susceptible to trading back towards 75.50, 75 cents. I think a break below 76.80 here, the support, that could really put us back down at the 75.50 level, somewhere down here. So anyway, I think it's something worth noting. But what's really on my radar right now is these cryptocurrencies. And because I think they matter. Let's talk about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin broke through its bull-bear line. Now, you guys that have been listening to me all week, by the way, if you are, if you're new to listening to me right now, myself and the team, we broadcast all week long the Face webinar. It's the link to get to the Zoom. It's free. It's down below. It's an hour every day. My views right now can change between this Sunday and next Sunday. But if you want to hear my views throughout the course of the week as they're changing and evolving based on the information that I have and price action in the markets, just listen to the Face webinar. Plus, Dale Pinkert does some great interviews. Last week he interviewed Charlie Gasparino from Fox Business. Oh no, that was the week before. Last week he interviewed Danny Blanchflower, a Bank of England previous MPC member. So, we do some cool interviews with a lot of pretty cool traders, analysts, economists, people you might want to hear from. Plus, you hear my views and the rest of the team. So listen to that. Okay. If you've been listening to my views on Bitcoin, 43,000 was the line in the sand. And the 200-day moving average is 40,000. And we're trading over the weekend, we're trading slightly below that. And I think while we're below 43,000, the risk is lower. Now, you see this area between 15,000 and 20,000. That's what I consider really critical support. And to be honest, a place where I'd like to be a long Bitcoin. I've been shorting Bitcoin this last week. I plan on playing it both directions, but I'm really more keen on buying it down here. Now, I know what you're thinking, especially if you're long cryptos. You're like, that ain't happening, Blake. That's not happening. I know that's what you're thinking. So we're going to rewind a little bit. I'm going to take you back to 2017. Why am I going to take you back to 2017? Well, back in 2017, if you really expand the charts a little bit, this looks like a lot like what? Somebody help me out. End of 2017, beginning of 2018, I remember I was actually getting on a flight to go to New York to the Gallows Christmas or holiday celebration. And I got a phone call from my nephew's mother. She called me up and she's like, should I buy cryptocurrency? And I'm like, this is December, 17th of, and I started calling everybody like, it's over. As I was getting on the plane, That was right about here, somewhere around here. And you can see that was like the bull bear line, somewhere around the 13,000 range. And you can see what happened to Bitcoin after that. I know you're thinking, oh, that's never going to happen again. And I do think this time's a little different. Why? Well, Bitcoin has been adopted by a lot of institutions. There's a lot of big money behind cryptocurrency now. So will we retrace and go all the way back down to these levels like this, like what happened in 2018 to 2019? I don't think so. But I don't think we're going to go back to like 8,000 or 10,000, but I think it's possible that we test the breakout point right here. That was the previous highs from 2017-18 came in at 19,000 roughly, 20,000. So I wouldn't be surprised if we come back down to these levels. Right? It's been adopted not only by institutional traders, but it's been adopted by a lot of normal people too. Like my teenagers trade crypto. Think about that for a moment. I'm not saying it's a bad or a good thing. I'm just saying think about that for a moment. You want to talk about adoption? Back in the late 90s when we were all trading the .com boom, which I rode like a wild horse, bareback, back in the 90s. I don't remember teenagers into .com stocks, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe there was something I missed. Maybe I just really wasn't paying attention to them when I was in my late 20s. Now I think we also have to watch like Ethereum, and Ethereum is testing some pretty key support here at 2000. It's previous channel support. Now if Ethereum breaks down, the risk is that we start sliding towards the 200-day moving average, which is at 16,000 or 1600, excuse me. Quite possibly the 127% extension at 1200. And then, the 161% extension of the last leg, by the way, comes in at like 360. And I know you're thinking, there's no way in hell that's ever going to happen again. I just, we don't have a lot of information, but we do have what happened in 2017, 2018. Again, I don't think it's going to play out just like what we saw back then. But I do think that that is a risk. And if it's a risk, it needs to be on your radar. And if you're long cryptocurrencies, I applaud you. I hope you're in at great prices. And I'm not trying to poo-poo on your idea. I just want you to be aware of what has happened and what has the potential of happening. And I'm not gonna tell you it is or is not. But I will tell you, if we do reach 20,000 in Bitcoin, I will be a buyer. Because I think I'm willing to take the risk there. I'm willing to buy some and put it away because I missed the boat the first time around, when it was down at 3,000 and I had bids at 2,000. So I don't want to do that again. And, I'll approach it like it could disappear. It may not. I'll take a shot at it. I'll try trading it around there. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, guys and gals, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoyed my enthusiasm. All right, my name is Blake Morrow. I'm with ForexAnalytix. Have a great remainder of your weekend. Talk to you soon.